Hey guys, I'm Ollie, and this is the O Show. This is your brand new weekly preview and review show, which will give you all the Orient content you need. With interviews, video clips, special guests, we've got it all for you this season. And we want you to be interactive. So make sure you tweet us at Leyton Orient FC with the hashtag LOFC. Come with me. Today you are in for a treat, because we are here at the Breyer Group Stadium, where it is Leyton Orient's Media Day. Lots of new content for the season is being prepared, and we're hopefully going to grab a few players and catch up with them and get their thoughts ahead of Saturday's game against Salford. Let's go. So, last Saturday saw the end to a long pre-season for Orient as they hosted Southend United here at the Breyer Group Stadium. The Orient first team managed to hold the League One outfit to a 2-2 draw thanks to a great penalty from Macaulay Bonne and a lovely finish from James Alabi in this very goal. We also headed out to Portugal in the early stages of pre-season and were narrowly defeated by a Benfica B side, 4-5. Let's have a look at some of the best bits from pre-season.
Oh mate, why are you so shiny? Why are you so shiny? Come down now, come show your shiny face.
So we want you fans to be as involved and interactive as possible, and we went on Twitter earlier this week to have a look at the response and the views of Orient's pre-season campaign. We had a lot of replies and a lot of comments, and I'm going to read a few of them out for you now. Starting off with @Joe Pavitt, he says, "I honestly feel like this could be one of the better seasons in recent years. Had a solid pre-season with an exceptional performance versus Benfica B, so hopefully we can get a playoff place." Let's hope so, Joe. Playoffs would not be too bad. Next up we have @SmithJack7, who says, "We've had some very tough games in pre-season but fared very well compared to how we fared in the difficult games last season. Hopefully a good season ahead." And that's a great point there from Jack. We did have some tough competition in the season, especially from the likes of Sammy Moore's Concord Rangers, and interestingly Orient have come from behind 3 times in pre-season, once to Benfica B and against Concord Rangers and Southend United. And Benfica B was the only time where the O's did not claim a result. That's all positive signs there. Up next we've got Len M4. He says, "Some good workouts against some very difficult opponents. Very encouraging going into the new season." And that is all in all a very positive response to Orient's pre-season, and rightly so. Alright, so here we are in the Baskin-Robbins North Stand with Orient's number 10, David Mooney. David Mooney, how's it doing?
Yeah, good mate.
Good to see you. Nice to have you on today.
Cheers.
One thing we've got to talk about over pre-season, 3 chips in 3 games.
Yeah.
You like a bit of chips, didn't you?
Yeah, I do, to be fair. I think the first one against Benfica obviously probably set the tone, didn't it, for the other 2 that have followed. I think it's been good. It's been enjoyable. Obviously, off the back of the Dover one last year as well. Obviously,
That was a good one. I was gonna bring up one that sticks in my memory. Swindon away.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite goal. Yeah, I think that's probably my favourite goal. Yeah,
it's beautiful straight from kick
just
off.
because of obviously I think Swindon were on a good run as well. They had a good team that year, and just thought the game that was in it and everything that could be up there with the Peterborough away that year.
In the October time.
Yeah, I think they could be like my favourite goals.
It was a good season. Good season. Also, David, what we've got to bring up, I'm guessing you've seen it on Twitter recently. You are now inked onto someone's arm.
I have to say, I thought it was different class. Nearly brought a tear to my eye when I seen it, because I think we played Crewe Alexander here. I think it was like maybe it was the end of August, wasn't it? Start of September of that season. And,
really raining down, wasn't it?
Yeah, and to be fair, Lisby just missed the penalty earlier on in the game, and then we got another one, and I took it, scored. And obviously my grandmother had just died on the 20th of August, so that was of the next game, and that was a celebration really for her. And Simon obviously caught a great picture of it. Yeah. And then to see Phil, who's gone and got that tattoo on his arm, absolute different class from him. And you know, when I seen it, I was like, that's unbelievable. And obviously it's had a lot of press and a lot of retweets and a lot of...
Because you tracked him down and said...
Yeah, I tracked him down because, to be fair, I don't have Twitter on my phone, so I logged on and I was tagged in, like, I think I had 3 or 4 things where, that's unbelievable, and I was like, what is it? I couldn't see anything, but obviously I'd learned later on that he'd taken it down because he was getting like a bit of stick or something, which is a bit, like, not the best really from him, considering all he's done is, you know, tried to show his love for the club, and I'd wanted to track him down.
We love the tattoo. If you're ever about, come grab us and we'll get your tattoo on camera. That'd be lovely. Well, that was a lovely story. Thank you for joining us today, Dave.
No problem.
What are your thoughts ahead of Salford in the weekend?
Yeah, I think it's obviously going to be a tough game. I think
they've got some striking power in their ranks.
Yeah, they've recruited well, but you know, it's a difficult league. I said to anybody who obviously comes from a higher league down to this league, it's not what you think it's going to be. You know, it's not as easy as everybody tries to make out. I think it'll be difficult for them. They probably have a similar expectation to what we had last year.
They're coming up, aren't they?
Yeah, they're coming up.
Coming up from
so obviously they've got a good manager who I've played against a good couple of times when he was at Fleetwood and Scunthorpe. Got some really good players, but I think, you know, we've got good manager, good players. So for me, I think if we can go there and get a result, it'll be a great start to the season, and hopefully one that the boys can flourish in. For sure. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Dave. It's been lovely to have you on there. Cheers.
I'm sure I'll catch you over the season at some point.
Definitely. Appreciate it.
We are back here with Orient's #1, Dean Brill. Nice to see you today, Dean. How you doing? I'll give you a handshake. How you doing?
Yeah, good time.
So this is your first pre-season as an Orient's goalkeeper under the new Richard Otley.
Yeah.
How's it going for you? How's pre-season been?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been very tough, but very well structured, and we've worked hard, and we're chomping at the bit for Saturday.
Nice. And how are you finding it under Otley? How's he?
Yeah, it's been good. He's enthusiastic, and he's putting on some good sessions, and obviously we've got a good group of goalkeepers, so it's been very good.
Yeah, talking of the goalkeepers, you've got obviously quite a tough competition for place. You've got Charlie Granger and Sam Sargent, and obviously Arthur Janart coming through as well. How's that?
Yeah,
keeping
good.
on your toes?
Yeah, very good. It's good to have the group together. I mean, obviously we were together last year in a different capacity, and this year we've had a pre-season together, which is good, and they're 3 very good goalkeepers, so it's going to keep me on my toes through the season.
Nice. We have actually got a little video here of a 5th goalkeeper. I don't know if you know that in Portugal, James Brophy had a little go in goal. So you just have a quick watch of this. Tell us what you think.
A little bit scared of that.
It's good save.
Maybe catch it, that one. Yeah, give the...
No gloves and anything.
No, he's giving the defence a little bit though, so I like that. Oh, he's pulled his hand away. Oh, it's got to be a catch as well, isn't it? He's in the right place though.
That's the top save.
Yeah, that one's a good
So
save.
you're feeling a bit more threatened after watching that?
Yeah, that one's definitely a threat.
Has that got you?
I'm a little bit worried after that one. Yeah, I just hope they don't give him one of these yellow kits.
Well, we'll have a word of Ada, yeah? Well, thank you for your time today,
worries,
Brill,
mate.
and we'll catch up with you in the season.
Top man.
Thank
you very much. Top
Cheers.
man.
Now it is time to look at some of the best of the players' social media over the last few weeks, because it's fair to say it's been a pretty eventful pre-season. We had quite a few birthdays in July. We had our 2 gingers. James Brophy and Matt Harrold turned a year old on July the 25th, and Charlie Granger, who turned 22 on the 31st of July. So happy birthday to you 3. I hope you had a good one. Big George Elokobi, you know, it was no surprise that he was causing havoc on social media. He put up this fantastic, well, interesting picture from their trip to Portugal. I'd like to know an explanation for Marvin's face there. And of course, we would like to remind you fans at home to keep your eyes peeled. We'll be having some very special guests, players, staff, the lot on the show over the next season. So we want to get your questions and your views to put to them. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled at Leyton Orient FC. So here we are with Josh Coulson and Vice Captain Charlie Lee. How are we doing, boys?
Very well, thank you.
Good. So I've got a few questions to ask you today. So it's a bit of a Mr. and Mrs. type situation that we've got going on here.
Perfect couple, me and you,
I can see you together, too. So if you think it's yourself as the answer, then you hold up me. You hold up for real quick, yeah, hold up me. And if you think it's the other, you hold up him. All good, you've got it right. Yeah, you got it. You sure? You sure?
Yeah.
That's right. So we'll start off with some easy ones. We won't get you in too fast. So, out of the 2 of you, who wears the better gear?
Don't even say you. You are the worst.
All right. That's unanimous. Okay, all right then. Moving on. Out of the 2 of you, who's got the better banner?
He's got a good banner.
There's no
He's got a good banner.
Okay, same again. All right. Out of the 2 of you, who is the biggest manager's pet? Oh, you both think it's each other?
It's definitely Charlie.
Yeah. Why?
Just is.
Right. So, out of the 2 of you, who spends the most time looking in the mirror?
Takes him ages to do that hair. Have you seen the state of it?
No, I'm not having that. None of us are like that.
It's a big head, to be fair. Big head to get
But
there.
we're not both like that.
Takes him 20 minutes to get that cowlick down. So.
Alright, and last off, on the dance floor, out of the 2 of you, who's got the better moves?
He's got the funnier.
Yeah? Yeah?
No, I'm just much better.
Can you go and show us?
No,
Go
I'll
on,
save it.
come
I'll
on.
save it. I'll save
Come
it.
on. Save it for your first goal of the season, yeah?
Yeah, you're not
Wicked. Wicked. Well, thank you for joining us today, boys, and I'll catch you both in the season at some point.
Sweet.
So guys, that brings an end to the first ever The O Show. Make sure you stay interactive throughout the week on our social medias and send us your thoughts after the Salford game on Saturday. And let's hope that Orient can bring home the 3 points back to London. Come on you O's.